All right, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. This is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. I hope that you had yourself an amazing weekend. I hope you loved it. Whatever you did, I hope that you are proud of yourself. Of course, that there's more to come in this upcoming week. Want to say hello to the first-time viewers on the program. It is always a pleasure to have you with us, and of course the usual suspects. We want to say thank you for joining us as well. Your company is always appreciated here. Tonight we do a feature on a family whose husband has gone missing in Chantimelle. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. Videos circulating, there are a lot of speculations and accusations. We're going to be talking about that in a moment. In addition to that, we'll be talking about the GUT. We're talking about the Grenada Union of Teachers, and they are turning up the heat on government. They say they want their 4% increase owed to them. We have a lot more to talk to you about on tonight's program. Fishermen been complaining, and the Fisheries Ministry say that they do not have anything to worry about. No concern about tankers. We'll explain that to you in a moment. And a lot more right here on Mikey Live. You want to say thank you again. Folks, again, it will be remiss of me to not state up front that I really appreciate the overpouring of well wishes and so on my birthday that happened yesterday. Of course, so many of you took the time to say happy birthday, and for that I really appreciate you. I had to go through all the comments. Of course, I didn't want to miss anyone. It took some time, but of course, I did not regret so doing. So I want to say thank you again. As we get older, we grow wiser. And of course, I thank God for the breath of life and strength, and of course, the ability to do this with you every week. Now, we're taking our first break and come back. We want to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, the Real Value, IGA Supermarket, the Ministry of Health, Court Grenada Limited, Digicel, and now WASA. We want to say thank you to the Housing Authority as well. We appreciate you. We're taking our first break, and when we come back, it's going to be real news in Olelili Lolo. So brace all yourself. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA Online Store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NOWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, family members, again, we'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program. And again, the pleasure is ours. If you have not yet done so, we want to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. Once you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. Let's get straight into what's making the news for tonight. So we're going to tell you a few things, and then we're going to go straight into what our feature of tonight is, because we think it's very important to at least pay some attention to that particular story. Now, let's just tell you about these things quickly. Now, the British High Commission, they hand over some solar-powered heaters to residential homes, and that's a really good initiative that we thought we should let you know about. All right. Through the UK government Climate Diplomacy Fund, they handed over 3 solar-powered water heaters to the Ministry of Social Development, and that is to support residential homes by creating more environmentally friendly spaces. The Father Maligan Home for the Boys, Cedars Home for Abused Women and their children, and the St. Martin's Home for the Aged were the recipients. All right, the benefit of this project is twofold, as it not only reduces energy consumption costs, but also supports the use of renewable energy. All right, and they wanted to say that they really felt good about making those donations, and of course they remain committed to assisting in whatever ways possible. So we wanted to highlight that. We thought it's a good idea. The second thing that we have to tell you about, by the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to advise the general public, and in particular motorists, that rehabilitation work are scheduled to commence on a culvert located along the Western Main Road in close proximity to the Perseverance landfill. Now, works are scheduled to commence from today to Friday, the 2nd of April 2021. As a result of this, effective 9 o'clock on Wednesday, that's 9 a.m. on Wednesday, 24th of March 2021, a temporary bypass will be created in the said vicinity, and that is to facilitate the flow of traffic during the rehabilitation works. Now, motorists and members of the public, you should anticipate delays on Monday, well as of today, and tomorrow. All right, they are anticipating that you'll get significant delays then. Now, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to thank you, the general public, for your cooperation and understanding, they say, all right, and they regret any inconveniences likely to be caused. Now, we have to tell all what the police send us. Yeah, I mean, so the police send us that. The Division of Agriculture in the Ministry of Carrico and Pediatric Affairs and Local Government wishes to inform the public that 7 sheep were impounded all right, on Friday in the Kako area. All right. Now, anyone in search of your animal, if you're missing a sheep, all right, you should contact the station at 443-7375. Please note that there is a $25 daily charge for each, in addition to impoundment and transportation fees. Unclaimed animals will be auctioned and sold 2 weeks after the impoundment notice, in accordance with the Stock Trespass Act. Yeah, that's that. The Division of Agriculture is appealing to all animal farmers and owners to tie your animals to prevent them from destroying and causing problems to other people's property and their produce. Yeah, that's that. So there's a Stock Trespass Act that deals with that. And of course, that falls under the Ministry of Agriculture, and they work with the Pretty Elastic Task Force and the unit. They do a lot of work where that is concerned. And so you have to know that if you have animals, tie the thing. You understand? Because it could cause problem for other people. Okay, so the next thing we have to tell you about, boy. We say financial fallout from COVID-19 pandemic is pushing Grenada Airport Authority to engage in further cost-cutting measures. Now, we've put up a whole thing on that on our page, so you could go check it out. All right. So we're just going quickly through those things because we have to. We have a feature for tonight, which is the situation in Chantimelle. All right. Now, there have been some fishermen who've been complaining about their nets and things getting destroyed, and they've seen tankers outside, and they want to know what's going on. So we've heard from the government about that. The Ministry of Sports, Culture and the Arts, Fisheries and Cooperative assure fishers that it is currently engaged in communication with the Grenada Ports Authority and the Grenada Coast Guard with respect to 2 tankers that are luffing northwest outside of Grenada's territorial waters. Since receiving reports about the tankers from concerned fishers last Friday, the ministry did say that they immediately initiated contact with the Grenada Ports Authority and Grenada Coast Guard to ensure that the assets of local fishermen are being protected. Now, the local fishers are concerned that the tankers, which have been luffing outside of Grenada's territorial waters for the past 3 weeks, can cause possible damage to the long lines. However, they are also aware that the tankers are entitled to right of innocent passage under international maritime laws. Officials at the Grenada Ports Authority have since indicated that the vessels are awaiting instructions to proceed, and they say that is to proceed to St. Lucia. As such, the ministry wishes to advise local fishers and seafarers that there is no need for undue concern. I don't like the word undue. You understand? I don't say you can categorize a man's concern. You know who in the kitchen feel the heat. You understand? But anyway, the Ministry of Sports, Culture and the Arts, Fisheries and Cooperatives once again advises all local fishers and seafarers to be vigilant when venturing out to sea, and encourage them to continue to exercise all safety measures and guidelines as outlined in the Fisheries legislation of Grenada. All right. So, okay. All right. So we hear all on that piece. Yes, all your trouble in Chantimelle.
Deliver us from evil! Oh God Almighty, deliver Chantimelle from evil! Deliver us from evil, man! Deliver us, Almighty God! Oh God of peace, God of mercy! We cry out, have mercy on us in Chantimelle! Have mercy upon us! Have mercy, Lord! Help, help, help! Help!
That's the atmosphere in Chantimelle. That was the atmosphere in Chantimelle today as residents came out in their numbers searching for one of their own, one of the villagers of Chantimelle who was gone missing. Now there's been a video in circulation, and so we're going to take it step by step by step. So there came a video that was in circulation. And what was seen in the video is that there was a man in a shop, and then there seemed to have been a conversation between the man and the shopkeeper. All right. Now, we do not know for sure what the conversation was, but what could have been seen was that at some point in time, the shopkeeper started taking out what appears to be money and handing it to a gentleman who was there and seemed to have been on the phone. Since then, that shopkeeper has gone missing. Well, obviously, people started to connect him missing to that last exchange that was captured on the security camera. And so there were a lot of accusations. And the police got involved. Now, since the man has gone missing, the villagers mounted a search party to search for him. Some speculated that he might have been kidnapped. Some speculated that he might have been in hiding. We don't know, because he is the only one who can say what's going on. So the villagers, at some point in time, went to the neighborhood or to the area where a man lives, not the man on your screen, but another man who they say sent the man on the screen to collect money from the shopkeeper. And that is what you're seeing here, where some people showed up and they were angry, they were agitating, they were calling on the police to get involved. At one point in time, there was a woman with a cutlass that was cutting some trees, some fruit trees and so on in the area. But the police came. They were trying to calm the situation down. However, the residents are saying that they have had it. They want justice. They are saying that there's a particular villager who is terrorizing them, and it has happened for so long that they are prepared and ready to take matters into their own hands. Here, the villagers, they want the police to intervene. They want the police to go arrest the man who they believe is connected to the disappearance of the villager. Now, they are saying that since that particular man arrived in the village, he has been terrorizing them. He has been making life really hard for them. They have so much so made over 100, and that's in their words, over 100 complaints. And to date, they have not had any sort of justice. We're going to come back to that. But what really happened to this man? For all we know, there is currently a missing persons report out as of today. Police are seeking the assistance of the general public in locating Rodney Neckles alias Bucky. Now, Bucky is 58 years old. He has gone missing. His picture is currently on your screen. He's from Chantimelle. He was last seen on Thursday, March 18th at approximately 8 p.m. at Fontaine, St. Mark. He's about 5 feet 8 inches in height, slim built, and dark brown in complexion. He was last seen wearing a white long track pants, armless blue and white t-shirt, and blue and white slipper. Anyone seen Rodney Nichols or has any information about his whereabouts, you were asked to contact the Union Police Station at 442-9225. Soteres Police Station at 442-9224. Police Emergency at 911. Police Hotline at 444-1958 or the nearest police station. His wife, Sandra, says that she wants some sort of justice. She wants to know where her husband is. And she wants the police to look into the man they believe has something to do with his disappearance.
My name is Sandra Nichols. I am the wife of Rodney Nichols, my husband, who is missing right now. How much days now we're looking for him and we can't find him. We go all up to the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, places I never traveled before. I went in a long time looking for my husband. Up to now, no sight of him. No sight of him. I have 2 boy children. The smaller one right now, he can't sleep. Every minute he asking me, where daddy, where daddy, where daddy. He have a guy around here, only mischief he doing. Send some guys in the shop and hold up my husband. My husband end up giving them a whole set of money. And since after my husband give them the money, he like something gone wrong with him. Frightened, only going all about. All now we can't find him. And it's a ongoing process. Like the thing not coming to an end. Every time you go to the court, they're putting it off. I'm getting frustrated now. Frustrated. He alone for a man have a whole 101 matter in the court and even more. Because all now he's still getting new summons because people keep bringing him up. He have a problem with people land. And I don't understand the lawyers and them was representing him. I don't know if they're not asking him for his deed and his plan. You're supposed to ask somebody for the deed and plan if you say the land is yours. Always saying about the land they in dispute, and the matter they in the court, He coming into your land and you cannot go in your own land. I find something wrong. And the magistrate what they know, she always putting up the case. The one before, they say she and he is related. They are relation, so she keep putting up the case the same way as well. So I calling on the Minister of Security. I need help. I begging, and it's not me alone. Everybody in the village, it's tormenting everybody, and this thing don't coming to an end. I don't know what's wrong with him. I want them to hold this guy and check him out. Like the police are not afraid him too, because the police officer came there last night telling him to come and give a statement. He only there on sick leave. He on sick leave. And he disrespecting the police as well. He don't have no respect for the people in authority. And calling this long guy name man, I don't know who is he. I don't know, but he keep mentioning that man name. So maybe he have links inside there. So nothing in the court don't come into nobody don't getting no justice. And he just going around and damaging everybody's property and saying that the land is theirs and all kind of thing and chopping down thing, spraying thing. I don't understand, I don't get it. I'm tired. I'm fed up.
Now, what kind of man is a husband? People would like to know.
My husband don't see, he don't hear, he don't marry, he doesn't do nothing with nobody. My husband don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't lime in, he don't nothing. All what he do, he just go to his work and come back. He might meet a 2 little person and have a little chat, chat with them and that is it. He don't do nothing with nobody. Miss. Right now, I can't sleep. How much days now I ain't see him? And the court is the problem. Yeah, we have a search. Yeah, how much days now we searching? All today, this morning, they called me to go on the search as well. Because I went with them yesterday. But they calling today again to have another one. But the court system is the problem. Something wrong with the court system.
No, she's saying that ever since that incident that was captured on security footage, on security camera, and the footage has been circulating on social media. She says since after the incident, her husband started behaving in an unusual manner.
Like he get a bit shaky and talking and saying all different things about they coming to kill us, not to come in the house, and he hiding, don't tell people where he is, and those kind of things. And I never see my husband behaving that way before. I never see him behaving that way before. And he end up giving them all the money from the shop. So right now I can buy goods, and you seen it on the tape. You seen where he dishing out the money to the guy. And apparently like the guy didn't even know he had a camera in the shop because you seen him playing. And then when you speak to the guy, because I know him, you speak to him, he's saying is Curtis what send him for compensation? He sent him for compensation. But what about the thing he mashed up all in my land before? Where is the compensation? On my camera lines, I had to pay somebody else to fix them over and install them properly. Where is my compensation? I ain't get nothing. Nothing ain't happened to him, but you want compensation. Eh? What happened to him?
All right. Now, not only is the wife having some serious problems with this whole thing, but residents express their anger, their frustration, and some of them their experiences, and wants the authorities to intervene before it is too late.
Well, I'm here in solidarity with a member of our community, with Sandra and her family, and we're here because a member of our community has gone missing, a man popularly known as Bucky. He's been gone now for a few days and we haven't been able to locate him. After efforts by the police, by members of the community to find him, we still haven't been able to locate him. And as you hear from all what's going on around you, it's something that's taking a toll, an emotional toll on the community, and we would really like some help and assistance from the authorities, maybe a bigger manhunt, so that we are able to find this member of our community.
Enough is enough. We need justice now. Enough is enough. Look, since Friday evening, she husband leave. Up to now, he don't come back yet. Nobody don't know where he is. Nobody know if he dead. Nobody know if he living. He have a job. He working in the Nutmeg People in Union. He have a job. He have a mortgage to pay. I mean, come on. Nobody don't know where he is. They come, they rob the man, and since they rob the man just go. Nobody don't know where he is. He just go. I mean, come on, we need justice. We calling on the government. We calling on the police, of the commissioner of police, the judge, whosoever in authority, come out and help us. We need justice in Chantimelle Curtis because somebody else go. Somebody else go if they don't come out and do nothing. We need justice. It's time. We tired. We begging. We crying. We bawling. We pleading. We need help. It's time. Look at the woman husband go how much days now. She can't sleep, she can't eat, she can't drink. Those two children every night they asking for the father. The father, they can't see the father don't come in. Where daddy? Where he is? Nobody don't know where he is if he dead. I mean, come on, man. They need to do something. They need. The village of Chantimelle tired. They're tired with him. The village of Chantimelle tired. We always pleading. We always begging. The village of Chantimelle tired. You have any people coming around, you black van, thing. You have any people coming around, come on, yeah. I mean, come on, man. He hurting, he painful. If it's the commissioner, if it's the who, if it's them, let them put themselves in the position. I mean, what he hurting? The lady husband goes since Friday evening. She don't know where he is now. Look at them children there, they asking for the father. They don't know what's going on if he dead. The lady has she job to go to, she has she work to do, she can't even go to work. Hey, what's going on? Come on, we need help, come out and help. And like it's nothing for him, you don't bother with that. And make sure you get him and get him pizza too.
Every day I go up there, I see the fig leaf and them spray. I want 9 was spraying. Then you have some pumpkin, we plant about 20 pumpkin stool. Every day I go there, the pumpkin stool spray. He's spraying pumpkin, he's spraying Tanya, he's spraying Dashin, and he's spraying all the papaya and them in the land. Look at point there, tell point about it. Every 8 days he come in the man land and do that. But he hiding and he timing me. When a day he don't come in. As I go in the land. The police don't doing him nothing because what happened is every time he have a cut, he send in sick leave. And for the time that they are wrong, he send about more than 100 sick leave for the police, for the magistrate, and they accepting that. So the magistrate do good for themselves, and the government do looking into that. They encouraging wrong. The government encouraging a lot of wrong.
Well, that's going on for more than a year. And it's a lot of issue problem I have because I managing some goat. I have about 9 goats in a pen, and I have enough land where normally I used to feed them year go, year come. I had no problem for grass, but normally that man just come spraying my place right through every day. So I always have, even if I working, I have to take extra time and go find all the people place to get grass just to feed me animal. All behind my house, he come in spraying all my seasoning, what I plant. Even if I plant tomatoes, how much time he just come in spraying it. Whatever I plant corn, he spray it. Whatever I plant, he just come in. Yes, all behind my house over so. He come in spraying all my seasonings because he say he killing man and beast. And it's poison using. I have some goat around the pen, he come in and spray. Don't care when you go to the station, well, that don't solve no problem. You know, it's like you don't do nothing at all, so I don't know. Well, recently, that could have passed because he last minute has stood inside the land already, and I have a case coming up with him about that. But he still keep coming right through, even that was stopping him until before Thursday, and him was attacked, had a clash with cutlass for cutlass, but no cutlass injured until he run, you know, and so on. So I don't find the media must wait until, or the society must, the people in charge must wait for until something happens or somebody dead to come and put things in place, you know, because he taking sick leave, and when he takes sick leave, he go in the court and he don't come in. And since in October, I have a case with him to call. Every time you go in the court, he's taking sick leave, he don't appear in the court, and nothing don't come out of that. And when you come back, he's staying around, staying back, and you will just see all the place spray. It's the same way. Right now, recently, all my breadfruit trees just painting my land. You know, breadfruit, pear, nutmeg, you know, cocoa, you know, so I would have liked all to come and take a watch and see what's going on.
This is really tough to listen to. So many residents are having concerns. As we know, the police, they say that they are looking into many of those complaints, but there are procedures that must be followed whenever complaints are made. It is a story that we are going to be following up closely. We understand that there are going to be more such parties going out again in search of the missing man, with a hope that there will be some sort of positive result. But as we know it, if nothing changes, the frustration will continue to build in the people of Chantimelle, who have expressed so much frustration, and they say that they want answers, and if they don't get the kind of answers that they're looking for, if they do not see any sort of serious intervention, that they may be forced to take the matter into their own hands, since they have been complaining for so long. Folks, this is a really, really sad situation as it relates to the family and the missing man. Let's hope that, you know, something will work out in their favor sooner rather than later. But this is a really tough situation. We continue on tonight's Mikey Live program. Whew. It's tough. Okay, so the Grenada Union of Teachers, they are turning up the heat on the government. Today they hosted a press conference while they are saying that, hey, time is running out, needs need to be met. The government needs to satisfy their request of coming to the table, or at least paying them the full percent increase that is owed to them. Now, according to the outgoing President General, Mr. Marvin Andal of the GUT, he's saying that it is a lack of political will that is preventing the government from paying public workers its full percent. It says it has nothing to do with the government's inability to pay.
This morning, we have you here because we want to highlight our struggles. The struggles of the Grenada Union of Teachers and the other public sector unions to have the payment of the agreed increase to our members. We must recall that in 2019, an agreement was signed between the government of Grenada and the public sector unions to pay a 4% salary increase at this particular time. The date at which the payment had to be made came and went, and no payment was made. This gave rise to a grievance and resulted in the actions that have unfolded thus far. The claim of the government is that there has been a 50% decline in revenue. And from all indications, based on the information provided on the government's own website, Finance Grenada, the lie detector determines that was a lie. The fact is, there has been decline in revenue, but it is far less than 50% as claimed by the government. We have had some challenges, of course. We saw a primary deficit based on the information the government supplied on their website in April of 1.9 million, in May of 6.3 million, in June of 0.8 million, and in July of only 0.4 million. The government began recording a primary surplus based on the information that they have supplied from as early as August 2020. So there was a primary surplus. And in fact, from the information that we're seeing, the government should have been in a position to pay the 1 million in January, because the primary surplus they record was 11.1 million. That can be dispelled, but the information we have seems to indicate that the surplus was sufficient to cover that expenditure. So we believe that the lack of political will is what is paramount here, not ability to pay.
All right. Now, the government, they're proposing to pay the monies at a later date because they are saying that they are cash-strapped due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the GUT says that that suggestion that they will pay at a later date makes no logical sense.
The government is claiming that they would pay at a later date. And we believe that it is not good for the workers, and it is not good for the government, it is not good for the country. Simply because with the delayed payment, it means that the government would have to make at a point a lump sum payment. So if it waits till December, as it proposing to do, it means that they will have to find all of the money all at once. And then January is the month following December. In January 2022, the government is obligated to pay another 4% increase based on the agreement that they signed. So it is better for the government to pace, it's better for the country, and it is better for the workers, for the government to pace itself as it relates to meeting those obligations, because it is what it is proposing to do is to meet the 4% and then 4% again immediately after. That, in our mind, makes no logical sense.
Now, the outgoing president of the GUT, Marvin Undue, now former President General of the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, that is Mr. Chester Humphrey, on a recent program, or several recent programs, advised the unions to understand the government's position and to work with them.
Had I been still leading the movement, this is what I would have done, and I had done it before. After Hurricane Ivan struck, yes, and I saw the devastation, I immediately called different employers. And in some instances, I suspended the signed collective agreement because I realized that an employer needs time to breathe. An employer needs to build back business. Yes? And I suspended the collective agreements to allow that to happen. In fact, the GBN where you worked, I don't know if I can't recall whether or not you were part of the several GBN strikes that we had.
No.
Right? In 2004, August was the first time that the then Grenada broadcast, well, it's called GBN now, but it before was radio, whatever it was. First time in its history did they have a comprehensive collective agreement, and we signed that in August of 1984. And by September, we suspended the entire agreement, including all the increases.
Now, he's suggesting that that same approach be adopted now. These sentiments is not sitting well with the GUT president, because he's saying Chester Humphrey is speaking on the other side of his mouth. In other words, he's saying that when he was there, he was preaching one thing. Now that he's no longer there, he seemed to have a different position.
We have seen an attack almost on the trade union movement and its leadership, including one of our former colleagues, someone who I looked up to with great admiration, who inspired me in my early days in trade union movement. I do not know what has become of the brother. I do not know if, unfortunately, when he put himself down in front of the truck, he must have knocked his head, because since he has gotten up from the truck, he seemed to be a different person. From in front of the truck, he seemed to have been a different person, and seemed to be speaking against the same things that he taught and promoted, to stand for what's right and for justice. I have not heard my goodly brother speak on the attack on the disenfranchising of Gemma Bain from her due amounts that the court said. I haven't heard him speak on the Dorset Charles issue, but I'm hearing him very vocal and attacking the labor movement. I want to believe that he must have injured himself, or else that it seems that now that he has reached paradise, he has forgotten those of us who are still in Dunfermline.
Okay, right, where was I? Okay, leave Chester alone. So, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? Oh, whoa. So, we are running out of time. I'd like to take a quick break. We still have the national report to come up, and we have the weather, and a lot more. But I think we'll have to, some of those things that are not time sensitive, we will share with you tomorrow. We have to hear from Jude Bartholomew and so on. Probably we will put that on for tomorrow because it's not time sensitive. I want to again say thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday and did something to make it special. I have to say this before going on my break. Diamond Intercontinental, they came through for your boy, you know. With a nice cake, and they said, here's a nice watch. You know, I was telling you guys that they deliver, and yeah, it's a pretty expensive watch, you know. Don't think I'll be walking in public with this, but I want to say thank you to the team at the Diamond Intercontinental for coming through on my birthday. I really do appreciate that. We take a break and we come back, and when we come back, we've got the national report and we've got the weather. And if you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Safe, effective COVID-19 vaccines will offer protection against the virus, helping to prevent death and serious illness. But how do they actually work? Like other vaccines, such as the flu shot, COVID-19 vaccines will be given with a needle. This triggers an immune response in the body, which is the body's natural way of defending itself. The vaccine will strengthen your immune system by training it to recognise and fight against the virus that causes COVID-19. Vaccines may contain either killed or weakened versions of the virus that causes the disease, or a small part of the virus, such as a protein. There is no risk that you will get the disease from a vaccine. When your immune system recognises this virus or parts of it in the vaccine as being foreign, it responds by creating memory cells and antibodies that will protect you against future infection or disease. As a result, you'll be less likely to have severe COVID-19 symptoms after a vaccination.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Financial fallout from COVID-19 pandemic pushes Grenada's Airports Authority to engage in further cost cutting. We'll have the details to this story and more in the national report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Monday, March 22nd, 2021, I am Sherry Ann Noel. The crippling effect of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic is forcing the Grenada Airports Authority to examine more stringent cost-cutting measures to eliminate its monthly deficit of $2.2 million. The GAA has experienced a significant decline in revenue since the start of the pandemic, as the sharp decrease in the demand for world travel has triggered reductions in flight operations, causing passenger arrivals through the Morris Bishop International Airport (MBIA) to be almost non-existent. Statistics show that aircraft movement declined by more than 50% between 2019 and 2020. Prior to the pandemic, that figure stood at 12,970 compared to 6,015 in 2020. Similarly, passenger movement declined by 72%, moving from 444,522 persons in 2019 to 126,336 in 2020. Details in this report by Chrisanne Mitchell.
The devastating drop-off in aircraft movement has led to the nearly complete paralysis of both aeronautical and non-aeronautical revenues for Grenada's international airport. GAA revenue derived specifically from passenger fees, landing fees, and commercial concessions has plummeted. Aircraft and passenger-related revenue accounts for around 90% of MBIA's income. Consequently, for the past year, the GAA has drawn down on its revenue reserves to remain operational and to ensure that all COVID-19 protocols and standards were implemented, realized, and maintained for the benefit of our country. A number of critical cost-cutting measures were implemented as far as possible without creating risk to aircraft and passenger safety and security. However, given the severity and extended duration of the current pandemic, the GAA has now been forced to introduce more stringent second-tier measures to mitigate the significant financial deficit. Airport management is working feverishly to cut back on operational costs, and the GAA has been engaging staff and other stakeholders to work together to develop strategies to navigate through this unprecedented period. The GAA has also sought out and received assistance from government, which will amount to $1 million each month for the rest of 2021. Based on the extent of the financial fallout from the pandemic and the correlating impact on its workforce, the GAA will also continue to engage in discussions with the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, which represents airport workers. The situation at the MBIA is not unique, as many airports around the world are grappling to deal with the unprecedented challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has severely crippled the global aviation industry. Some airports were forced to close by governments worldwide in an attempt to curb the spread of the virus, while others has limited their operations. Inevitably, some have now been left with no choice but to close altogether due to near non-existent passenger traffic. Early predictions of June 2020 being the turning point for the recovery of the aviation industry did not materialize. With the advent of the second wave of the virus, we have seen countries locking down their borders and imposing strict travel restrictions, such as the United Kingdom, which is one of Grenada's major source markets for visitors. Canada has also closed its borders to all Caribbean countries and Mexico. Passenger arrivals from the United States have dwindled to single digits per flight. In neighboring Trinidad and Tobago, the airport has remained closed to schedule commercial traffic for the past year. These developments have further postponed Grenada's recovery, raising an unquestionably high level of uncertainty for the aviation industry. For the National Report, I am Chrisanne Mitchell.
Thank you, Chrisanne. Minister for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Oliver Joseph, says government welcomes the announcement by the United States Department of State of an extension of the visa waiver until December 31st, 2021. The extension will benefit people whose visas expired within the last 4 years and are now seeking to have it renewed. Minister Joseph says this is welcome news at a time when the COVID pandemic has disrupted people's lives and finances have become scarce for many families.
What it means for Grenadians, because it's not extended to every country. The U.S. has a list of countries on which they grant this interview waiver to appear in person for your visa. Once you have a visa was issued to you. Now it is extended to, it was 1 year. Now it is, if it expires within 4 years, you can send your passport instead of appearing in person for interview, but you must do it before the end of this year. And so we welcome this news. We think it's going to benefit our citizens since they do not have to pay to travel to Barbados and go into accommodation, and especially during this COVID time, where you'll have to do a PCR test before you board. When you reach it, Barbados, you will have to be quarantined before you go for the interview in the embassy. So that's welcome news, and it shows the close relationship that Grenada and the U.S. enjoy with each other.
Previously, only those applicants whose non-immigrant visa expired within 24 months were eligible for an interview waiver. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Are you gonna wear your mask today? You see everywhere you go. There are rules you got to follow, so don't you say COVID-19 will delay. Take the opportunity to save your community. Don't be that guy, put a mask on your face if you're heading outside. It's your life, my life, more lives will be taken if we don't try. If you feel any symptoms, call the hotline. Stay inside until you feel fine. 6 feet away every day. Keep COVID-19 far from away. Keep Grenada safe. Be COVID-19 smart.
Welcome back. Work on the Cherry Hill Road project in Carriacou that falls under the Grenada Agriculture Feeder Roads project is progressing ahead of schedule. Approximately 850 meters of concrete pavement along with box and slipper drains are being constructed. The contract was awarded to Sky Construction Company based in Carriacou.
It's about 850 meters of concrete road with retaining walls, drainage, and so on. It has some slipper drain and some box drain. We have a lot. The retaining walls. We have about 6 retaining walls, and then we have the road base and some junctions and gaps and so on, entrance to the homes and so on. It is a pretty sized job for Carriacou. It's a small job generally, but it's a good sized job for Carriacou because Carriacou. We more or less, have like a 300 feet a road, a 300 feet here and there. But 850 meters, is a few thousand feet, and that's a nice little, turnover for Carriacou.
That's James Stafford of Sky Construction. He says the project will generate employment for as many as 50 people, and the numbers will increase gradually as the project progresses.
Right now we're concentrating on the drainage and the retaining walls and the entrances, so that by the time we come back and set the road down, we should have a finished job behind us, Yes, so it is the feeder road project, under the same feeder road project in Grenada, and we have about a year to complete it. We're hoping that we could deliver it by the end of September, which will be about 3 months in front. If not, that will be based on the weather, But right now we are in front of the schedule. We're going fine, and we have good weather.
Stafford says despite some challenges with material procurement, the project is creating an opportunity for businesses in Carriacou.
In Carriacou, everything is imported, right? Sand, stone, cement, everything is imported. The challenges with the material is always there. We have to select our cement way in advance. We have to buy bulks and so on because, you can just walk in, you can prepare a piece of work and walk in the store tomorrow and they just tell you no cement in Carriacou. So that's one of the challenges we have. Also with the gravel and the sand, the same thing could happen. You could just go down to the supplier. There are 2 suppliers of cement, 3 suppliers of cement, and there are 2 suppliers of sand, gravel, and so on, and then maybe some other little pockets of businesses doing the red gravel from Grenada. But generally, as I said, you can walk in any time to get material and they tell you, well, cement or sand done or stone done or whatever. So it's a challenge. I would call it a challenge because your planning have to not involve your works alone, but it has to involve a lot of the supply.
Moving along, the Pest Management Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture is sensitizing the public about the croton scale insect that is affecting croton and other plants. The Pest Management Unit says it is important that persons are aware of what the insect looks like and how it can be managed. We hear more in this report from Mina Booker of the Ministry of Agriculture's PR Unit.
This new scale insect was spotted on the island approximately 6 months ago by the Pest Management Unit. This insect has been spotted on crops like mangoes, soursop, plums, guavas, and its main host, crotons. According to the unit, this new insect can affect up to 70 plant species, causing intense sooty mold complex due to its honeydew secretion.
It creates a lot of sooty mold is associated with it. So insects, scale insects, mealybugs, to which it is very closely related. They will remove plant sap from the shoot tips or from the fruit, and the excreta is very sweet, or it's referred to as honeydew. So then the mold grows on that substance. So the sooty mold or blight is commonly referred to as blight, black blight, will grow on that substance. And then, of course, the ants will come to feed. So normally you see a lot of ants, black ants being associated, and it's referred to as sooty mold complex.
That was Pest Management Officer Thaddeus Peters. He said this insect was first discovered in the U.S. in 2008.
It's a pest that was first reported in Florida in the U.S. in 2008. And even then, the identification wasn't croton scale, it was identified as another species. But on further classification, it was realized that it was a different or very virtually new species to science. Number of things are imported into Grenada, including plants, so we think it would have come in on a plant.
He gives a detailed description of the insect.
Sort of flattish, oval on the top surface, the back. It's about 4 to 5 millimeters in length. It's green to greenish yellow, and close observation you'll see some dark spots. And if you use a hand lens, you might see some dark spots on the on the back. It reproduces quite heavily, so you see a number of life stages, crawlers and other stages on one fruit or one shoot. And it produces a lot of sooty mold or blight. So once you see, especially on crotons, which normally are relatively clean of insect and pests, so once you see croton heavily blighted, you can bet that the croton scale has infested it.
The croton scale insect has been heavily spotted in the parish of St. George and is slowly making its way into the other parishes. Peters speaks on treatment methods that help with its management.
Ladybird beetles, the Cryptolaemus ladybird beetle that was used against the pink hibiscus mealybug in the 90s. We have seen them re-emerging and feeding on the croton scale insect, so it's a good sign. But presently the numbers are low, and we need to increase, have massive increases by either trying to reproduce ourselves or purchasing from the outside. The Ministry of Agriculture has been providing some assistance, especially in the St. George's area where it's most observed. Areas such as River Road, Lamode, San Souci, Montmaurice, basically most of the parish has been infested, and we have done some treatments, spot treatments. Persons will call in, or we will, once we're in the area, we will treat whatever infestation we have seen.
He advised that farmers and householders can conduct cultural management by trimming and removing heavily infested branches or make use of horticultural oils as another form of treatment. For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Mina Booker.
And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Monday, March 22nd, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sharian Noel, thanking you for viewing.
All right, we want to thank you, Sherian, and the rest of the team at the GIS. And it is now time for us to take a look at the weather. Partly cloudy with light showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is in effect. And yeah, we have gone over our time for now, so we will not stick. We want to say just hello to everyone currently on the program, Kireen and Avril, Charmaine and Cassie, my mom, Lintana, Meryl, and Mr. McQueen, and Zillan. Blessings to you as well. And to Ezran and to Michelle, thank you for watching as well. We have with us Lisa, Charlene, Rolanda, and Patty. Thank you for watching as well. Sharon, Adonna, and Kenny, thanks for watching. And Charmaine and everyone else, man, just thank you very much. We appreciate you all the time. Zaka and Javar, Dolores, thanks for watching. Who else is with us tonight? Spice Girl, Reuben, and Yvonne, and Mishi. And we are going to be having a series of giveaways on the program, and so but we run out of time tonight. Chemo. Good night to you. And so tonight, the first thing that I'd like to do is give a random gift to Chemo. And I stated this before. Chemo, are you in Grenada, by the way? It's important that you are, right? We are going to be finding ways to give away. Today is a random person who's always been on the program. Not only that too, but is very engaging on our daily post and so on, and commenting, and so we will give that to Chemo. Chemo will give you a nice data plan on your mobile phone, all right, at the value of $30. Okay, and so that could take you a long way. We're gonna put some data on your phone. Chemo, send me a private message so that we can have that done to your phone. I hope you are in Grenada. All right, Chemo, thanks again. And tomorrow I want to give the first person who comes onto the program and says I am a winner would receive goodies as well. All right, and this is brought to you through the kind compliments of the Mikey Life Helping Hands Foundation Canada. All right, so yes, that's it. You guys agree that Chemo deserves a little something? Yeah, I'm happy that you agree. So Chemo, you are tonight's winner. Tomorrow, God's willing, the first person to come onto the program and comment I am a winner wins goodies as well, compliments our team out there in Canada. All right, so thanks again for watching, guys, and we will touch base tomorrow, God's willing, again. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, yeah! No, all the best.